Alright guys, today we're going to go over the AH64D Block 2 FZA Apache mod. Today we're going to go over a few of the systems of the AH64D Block 2, and also how to turn it on, and just the basics on how to get in, turn it on, and operate with it as the pilot. I will be coming out with a new video sometime soon going over the gunner. The gunner operations are a little bit more tricky, and don't go into the manual of the mod directors. So the mod directors did not come out with a manual, so you can open up the door, get in as pilot, and you want to close your door. I do it for the realism aspect. Alright, once you get this closed, a lot of people don't go over this. They just go over what you need to push, and then you have a lot of people frustrated out in the community. So you want to go to Configure, Controls, go down here to Custom Controls, and use Action 20 and assign that key as E. Once you got that down, you'll use your E key to turn on buttons. So what you want to do is it's very simple. This button right here, battery toggle, press it, it comes on, and you want to go down here to your APU toggle. Once you turn that on, you'll hear the system start to come on, and once you hear the systems come to a complete turn on, then you will do the next. So it's stopped. So what you want to do is you want to go down here to your engine 1 starter. It's on. Go ahead and engine 2 starter, and you'll hear that come on. Now you can do it faster. I just like to do it the more realistic way. You can just go through all this button combination at the same time, and then the Apache will turn on. I do not like to do that. Stand by. Alright. So you want to go right here between. You can't hardly see it past my radio, but now you can see it. There's two white lines on either side of the throttle, the power, and on the left is engine 1 throttle fly. Turn it all the way to fly. Now you want to go all the way to your engine 2 fly. And now you covered up a button, your rotor brake toggle, and you want to turn that on. Now, the aircraft is perfectly ready to fly. However, your weapon systems are some of the more important things of this aircraft, since it is an attack helicopter. So you want to go right here and turn on all your fire systems. And then once you get this, go ahead and test it, and now you know it's ready. And now that is all you need to do to fly. So another thing, what you need to do is right here you see your systems. What you want to do is, to get this thing combat ready, is weapons page. Now you see all the weapons that are on board. There is a glitch with the system, so if any of the FZA guys see this, on Arma 3, this Hellfire and this Hellfire will not load. Also, the same thing with Hydras on the bottom left when you're arming it. If you click it, it takes you out of the page. So once you have that ready, you want to click over here to the FCR page, and you see you have a little radar dish. So what you want to do is go ahead and go down to FCR toggle. Now it's not on right now. I'm sorry. Yeah, did I do the right thing? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. I thought I did the wrong thing, but I forgot you had to actually have the aircraft running when you did it. You want to turn your iHads toggle. That brings up your heads-up display. And once that's on, you want to scroll down to engine on, and everything's rolling good. And as you can tell, the head tracker deal's on, so and you look down here, and then now I believe you can go down to your FCR toggle. Yep, and the FCR is working. Now, the Apache is really maneuverable. Some people say it's unrealistically maneuverable, but the Apache is really maneuverable in real life. So give it a little bit of leeway on that. There are some unrealistic things about it, but that's just Arma problems. All right, so I'm gonna go into Zeus real quick, and I don't know why my. All right, and IHADS is really like it follows you around, I guess. And I want to show you guys some really neat things about the Apache. So I'm gonna spawn in. What do I want to spawn in? I'll spawn in some tanks. I can. Yeah, armored. Not that. Okay. That and that and that. I don't know why you flipped. Alright. So, got that spawned in. Now let's go a little bit. Hold on, Apache. Go to MCC, turn the distance up a little bit. Maybe that didn't kill the frames. Alright. So, we look down here on FCR, and let's go to the left a little bit. Alright. I'm going to put it down just so I can show you guys this while flying. Alright, right there. There's two blips. It's a, looks like a little go-car or whatever. So, what happens is it filters through all the targets and it finds tracked. That's tracked vehicles. Circle dot will be wheeled. I'm not sure what the radar one looks like, but that's a tracked vehicle. So, what I'm going to do is, and you can fully operate the weapon systems as a pilot. So what you'll do is you want to go ahead and get manual fire, same Arma way. You can do it through this, but it's easier to do it that way. You got manual fire and you have FCR mode on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the TSD page. As you can tell, the radar is going like this and this. And if new targets pop up, when you get into range of them, they'll pop up. FCR works even if you're not on the FCR page. So what you want to do is go to the TSD page. As you can tell, the target's on there. And I just locked one of the targets. Now, it turns up yellow if you want to lock it. If I cycle through targets, I can cycle, right there. Now, as you can tell, got it locked. Now, it's not a BMP, it's a T-72 as we tell, but as you can tell, it's got a crosshair on it. Now, that's anti-air missile. Alright. So we have one of the missiles lock on before launch. So it's kind of like a direct missile. You can go to your do it on the. As you can tell, we have our missile trajectory set for direct. I'm going to change it over, if I can, to high. Now what that means is that if it's over a hill like it is, what I can do is I can go up a bit, and as you can tell, it's over a hill and I don't have direct line of sight of it, as you can tell when I spawned it in. However, I'm going to fight. This is a radar guided missile, so it's got its grid, its exact grid reference, I think it's 25 grid, and fire off. Now, let's see what happens. Actually, I did have line of sight. Just destroyed it. Alright, so you got those T-72s over there. I'm going to get out of line of sight so I can show it to you. I don't know why. I thought I put it behind a hill, but it works either way. And I think the maximum range is 8 kilometers. And I don't know, I think there's a glitch also where I have to go through every missile now, so bear with me. But as you can tell in the hood, I have that missile right there selected. So if you put different pylon, different missiles, you can select through. select through them. So, by the way, if you're wondering, on my effects mod, that was a really cool explosion. I'm using HopeCore effects mod. I'm also using Speed of Sound Pure. I kind of like JSRS3, but it doesn't work for multiplayer servers yet, so when that comes out with multiplayer servers, I'm definitely going to be using that. Also, JSRS3 broke some of the things you could do in RHS, so as in counter positions and such. But it's a pretty easy fix for JSRS. Unless RHS is the one that screwed that up, then it's their problem. Alright, so, see, I'm telling you, it's a very nice mod. Alright, so, we don't have line of sight, and I'm locked on the old one, so what I'm going to do is cycle target, cycle target, cycle target, something I want, something I want, something I want, something I want, something I want. I'm cycling through all of the Humvees and such that are on base. Also, an easy way to do that, since I'm having to cycle through that, this would be a nice time to show you guys the cycle. So, cycle target filters. Tracked. Now I only have tracked vehicles on here, so I don't have line of sight of that tracked vehicle. So, what do you do if you don't see it? You know, usually in Arma games, you'd have to get line of sight. So if it's a Shilka, you don't have to pop up and get shot at by a missile. You can just pop off and watch the fireworks. Just reached its top, now it's going to drop down target. Boom. Tank destroyed. Just switch missiles. This is no acquire. It's not a big deal. Go to I don't know why we don't have no acquire. We'll change our missile trajectory. Global. I think that's one of the vehicles I've already destroyed. It is. Alright. Oh, I don't have the correct missile. So now we have global, and I can see the vehicle, so it just fires a direct path to it. So that's the AH64D FZA Apache mod. It is a beast. I think it has a 180-degree radar, so very impressive radar system. Ooh, get fired up. Not a big deal for the Apache. I have the anti-armor hydras, so let's see how these things work. And I like to fly a little bit slower than it needs to be, because it's very maneuverable and get away from you very quickly. Also, there's different countermeasures. Right now, I think I'm shaft. Yeah. Looks like a little spider web with HopeCore. Now, the Apache is very armored. Probably a little bit more armored than it is in real life. So, this thing can take a beating in this game. just want to show you guys if I get a fucking direct hit on this guy. I'm not using the HE, so that's why there's not that big of a blast radius. I'm using the well, all else fails. Whew, I've hit the canopy right there. Oh man, that cook-off. Do you see that? This game's beautiful. So yeah guys, that's the FZA Apache full, Arma calls it full reel, it's not really full reel. That is the FZA Apache pilot, what the pilot can do. There's some other stuff the pilot can do with countermeasures and such, but it's really a nice aircraft, really nice. And I recommend this mod out to any units that use it. This is supposed to be an instructional video for our guys. And really and truly, if you go online and watch the online manual for the guys who made this mod, they go into so much more detail. They use the official terms to make themselves look like they're the all-powerful creators of the mod, which they're really good. They are really good. They did their research when they made this thing. But we need like a simple way and to understand it. And as you can tell, you can work the full controls of this thing without having a gunner. You don't have to worry about, you know, having to look down the sights and such. You have the whole heads-up display, FCR, TADS. I didn't even go into TADS. I'll go into that when I go over the gunner's operations. So stay tuned for that. Oh man, gotta love HopeCore. HopeCore is a very nice HUD. So yeah guys, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.